Alright, hello my wonderful peeps. Today we're going to be solving an absolute value inequality involving greater than or equal to, commonly known as OR. So we have the absolute value of 3x plus 6 is greater than or equal to 12. So once again we know that whenever we have the absolute value, we're actually trying to find the distance away from 0. So we both have a negative and a positive version of the two. So we're going to do that here. So we know the first one we can have would be our 3x plus 6. That's going to be our greater than or equal to our positive 12. But we also have our negative. So it's kind of going to be a little different because we have to show it here. So this is going to be our 3x. Oh, let's do it in a different color. Let's do it in this blue. 3x plus our 6, and now we're going to be less than or equal to our negative 12. Okay, and we'll go through it and show you what after. So first thing, we're going to solve this side over here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go and do it in purple. So we're going to add 6 to both, subtract 6 to both sides to get rid of the 6, because remember, we're still trying to isolate the variable, just like if we would do on this side when we're finished with this one. And then we will have our 3x. 6 minus 6 would give us 0. That would be greater than or equal to 6. And then we just divide by 3 to both sides. We see that 3 divided by 3 divides to 1, leaving us just with x is greater than or equal to 2. And then on this side, we do the same thing. We're going to try to isolate our x here. So we're going to subtract 6 to both sides. Our 6 would simplify or subtract to 0, because 6 minus 6 is 0. So we have our 3x left, which is less than or equal to our negative 18. And then we divide our 3, and we get x is less than or equal to negative 6. And let's go ahead and write our number line. And now we can go ahead and put our 0, and we can have our 2 units here. So what we're going to show, well, I guess we don't really need our 0 for this one, but we can use a 0 for the explanation. The reason why this is 2 and, just do it this way, hold on. The reason why this is negative 6 and 2 is because if we're looking at greater than, like we did up here, this would be that it's greater than the distance here, like if we're looking at the top one here. But since we're looking at distance here as well, this would actually be greater than on this side as well. That's what it ends up being an OR problem, because it's greater than to the both sides. Since this would also be negative, it would have to be greater than this side and, well, technically less than this side in order to show that it's distance away from both sides. So we have it here, down here, and we have our 2. And we can go ahead and just grab it in red because it is our, let's do this side first, greater than 2. That means, or sorry, greater than or equal to 2. That means it would be a closed circle, and we would shade to the right. And the same thing there with less than or equal to negative 6. Also be closed circle, and we shade to the left.